The Arizona desert is America's toughest jail. Its regime is brutal and designed with one simple aim in mind: punishment. It's designed to be so bad that no one will ever dream of re-offending.
I control when they eat, when they sleep, when they shit.
The guards here are tough, and the inmates are even tougher.
You do not want to come here. We can be very dangerous people.
Now, in a unique experiment, 10 British men have been chosen to become inmates in a real American prison.
They have no clue as to what they're getting themselves into.
After years of drug taking, alcohol abuse and petty crime, these men are in danger of really going off the rails. For some, one more crime could land them in jail, for real. Can this short, sharp shock help them before it's too late?
Welcome to America, baby!
It will be the hardest thing they've ever done. Not all of them will last.
I don't feel safe.
But can a stretch inside be the shock they need to put them on the straight and narrow? Will America's toughest prison scare them straight? Previously, the British lads were caught lying about their crimes.
They found out that Mario and myself wasn't what we said we were.
And war broke out with the American inmates.
In jail, if you don't give someone respect, you're gonna get your ass whooped, and that's the way that goes. You don't show someone respect, things happen.
Jeremy made a bad situation even worse.
I'm a motherfucker, and I'm gonna battle all of you. The
group are divided, and Dan wanted out.
You don't feel like doing this?
The reason I wish to go is because I feel our position here is untenable due to bullshit being talked in here, which is made as a complete joke, so I am going home.
He has been given 24 hours to think about his decision. Today, the Brits must all pull together as they go into the very heart of a maximum security jail.
Just letting y'all know that there's wars that pop off in here, people die, you know what I mean, people get raped.
Hey, you gentlemen, let's move for visit. Jesus Cardenas.
8 British inmates are locked up in the heart of Tent City, a notorious jail known as the Alcatraz of Arizona. After yesterday's confrontation with the Americans, the lads have had an uncomfortable night's sleep.
We had the skinheads in one tent wanting to bring it on and square up with us. We had the Mexicans and we had the Indians in another tent. And then we had the friendly Americans wanting to bring it on. And saying, no, you go home, you British, we're going to rip another asshole in your backs and you better watch yourselves, you ain't be sleeping tonight. We've got the locks for the keys and we're going to pick these padlocks and come in and do you, slash you, giving it all this gang shit and all the rest of it.
The Brits are surrounded on all sides by dangerous criminals. They are learning that jail is run by an unwritten code of conduct, which they need to obey if they want to survive.
People in here got their own rules.
I got into a little scuffle, actually a worse assault than the one I'm here for. No one was charged, and their answer was to remove my teeth. I mean, I had all my teeth when I got in here.
There are serious repercussions if inmates lie or steal from each other.
People are doing time in there, they don't care about their life. Once you're locked up, what can happen? You're already locked up, so there's pretty much more chances of getting beat up, stabbed.
You do not want to come into this place, period. Straight up. It's not a game. There is no such thing as a game in this place.
Under attack from all sides, the Brits decide to assert their Britishness.
Send her victorious, happy and glorious, Lord to reign over us, God save our Queen.
To our sort of amazement, they stood to attention, all the inmates and the officers, and they applauded us after it, which I thought was quite apt.
It showed the Americans on the other side of the fence that we still love our country.
After thinking long and hard, Dan has come to a decision. He's gonna stick it out.
Just didn't want to quit like I quit a lot of things too readily. But I will be, at this present time, I'll be glad when it's over, to be honest.
It seems like we're all back on track again now. You know, sort of, I've sucked up a bit, and I think the other guys have.
After yesterday's confrontation on the chain gang, Dan and Jeremy are going to have to put their differences to one side. Sergeant Irby has decided to give them a taste of prison life at its most extreme. They are taken away to 4th Avenue, the highest security facility in Phoenix. This state-of-the-art jail is for the most dangerous remand inmates. Serial killers, murderers, rapists and paedophiles are all kept here.
Get a belly chain and some leg irons. I need you to bring me Eddie Munoz out of 68, all right? Be careful.
Sergeant Irby has a word of warning to the lads first. The man they're about to meet is not someone to be messed with.
Don't blow no smoke. These motherfuckers read you like a book. They've been in and out of our system forever. They're the type of person that knows they're shackled. They'll try to get close enough to you to either headbutt you or bite you.
Eddie Chunky Munoz has been in the system since he was 9 years old. He's being held on a murder charge, and if found guilty, could die by lethal injection.
They got me here. They're accusing me of a murder. You know? Yeah. They're trying to send me to death row, man. Some dude got smoked. I just know whoever did the man, they did him real dirty.
Really?
You know? In here, boy, it's real bad, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You don't leave your cell. Your shower comes to you, you have a shower in your room, your food comes to you, your recreation comes to you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You see me?
Yeah.
You see how pale I am?
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? No sun. Yeah. Been doing this bullshit since I was 9 years old. And it ain't the life I choose, it was the life I was born into, you know? Mm-hmm. So they got me for a drive-by. And I got convicted when I was like 14 years old, you know?
How old are you now?
I'm 26. Just letting y'all know that there's wars that pop off in here. People die, people get raped. Right now, I don't get no love.
No love at all?
Nah, man.
So you don't talk to anybody?
Don't talk to nobody. Mm-hmm. It's livable, but if you ain't never done time before, you gonna lose your damn mind, you know what I mean? Because you, or you, more than likely you end up somebody's bitch. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not a homosexual, but the shit happens. Yeah. Some crazy motherfuckers in here, you know what I mean? So you guys take them words into consideration, man. Cause this might be, I might be a dead man in a couple years, depending on how everything goes. Y'all keep it gangster, man. Take it easy.
Thank you, gentlemen. All right.
All right.
All the best, man. To be physically raped by a man must be the worst thing that any man could go through.
Life ain't easy in jail. It ain't easy. And your survival means you'll sleep with whoever, you'll fight whoever, you'll kill whoever, no matter what it takes. Let's go. Get on your feet.
It doesn't take long for Eddie Munoz's words to sink in.
Yeah, that's still reverberating through me now. It's just awakened me more so than ever to the fact that a crazy moment within intoxication or whatever can lead to a lifetime of wishing that you'd done something else.
I could have been him, and that's what messed me up on that one. You know, I could have been that guy, you know, sitting there waiting to die.
He just had like death in his eyes when he looked. It was just all dark. I mean, he just stared me out, and it was send a chill down my spine.
I couldn't even handle this place, let alone that place.
Still to come, the British inmates find out that animals are treated better than they are. And prison life goes from bad to worse. Today is Veterans Day, a national holiday celebrating America's war veterans.
It's the VA Medical Center's Uncle Sam balloon.
General Dynamics, a proud sponsor of the VA Veterans Day Parade.
Sheriff Joe Arpaio is the chief lawman for Maricopa County, and his custom-painted tank is taking pride of place in the city parade.
Woo! Good job, Sheriff Joe! Woo!
It's going down a treat with the public.
Sheriff Joe rock.
Sheriff Joe revels in his notoriety as America's toughest sheriff. His hard-hitting methods of punishment are infamous across Arizona.
They don't get any coffee, they don't have any cigarettes, and they don't look at Playboys and do funny things to each other.
We love Sheriff Joe.
Yeah, we love him.
Sheriff Joe.
He doesn't put up with any crowd. He can do no wrong. I'm bad. I'm bad. Oh yeah, I'm bad.
The sheriff may be popular with taxpayers, but it's a different story inside his jails.
Punishment is our freedom being taken away. That's what the law states. It doesn't mean having our cigarettes taken away, having our dignity taken away, having us treated like trash.
The inmates hate the regime and don't think it works.
If you take a crab and you put it in that bag down there and you hold it and make it angry and hungry for 6 months or a year or whatever, and then you release it, it's still a crab. It's gonna pinch you. Nothing's changed.
Meanwhile, across town, the British inmates arrive for work at the Animal Cruelty Unit, housed in a derelict jail. They're about to find out that Sheriff Joe treats his dogs better than his inmates. Some of the dogs here are part of criminal investigations, others are victims of severe neglect. With 3 meals a day and air-conditioned cells, the animals live much better than the inmates who must clean up. It's a crap job, literally. And a couple of hours of smelly work is too much for James Daly.
I nearly puked up while just picking up that diarrhea.
Diarrhea. That always gets me every time I smell.
One dog's fortunes are about to take a turn for the better.
I am adopting a dog.
Tough SRT Sergeant Peter Corpus has seen an American pit bull that he likes, called Rocky. He's rescuing Rocky from being put down to become the new SWAT team mascot. Later, back at Tent City, there are no words to describe what awaits the lads for their evening meal.
Oh, you have a look at this.
The dogs they've cleaned up today eat better food than the inmates.
Fucking hell.
The average meal here cost only 20 cents. Sheriff Joe even stopped serving salt and pepper to save taxpayers $20,000 a year.
What is it supposed to be? Do we know?
It just gets to that point where you're so hungry and you have to fucking eat whatever is put in front of you.
Tonight's secret ingredient is grit.
2 fronts.
What was it?
I don't know. It's like, you know when you eat like a sandwich on a beach and you bite in, it goes.
That stone I got. Yeah, man. You get a bit of stone in it.
Bit of bean curd. Do you get a crunch?
Yep.
For some, going on hunger strike is better than finishing their only hot meal of the day.
I wouldn't even give this to my dog.
Prison life is grinding the British inmates down. They've never been so hungry and tired before. the comforts of the UK seem a long way away.
It's hard to count the days because the days go slow when you count in the days.
Being locked up is particularly tough for James Daly. His girlfriend is heavily pregnant and is due to give birth today.
First time being obviously a dad, I haven't got no other kids, yeah, but that's going to be the biggest change in my life and I'm looking forward to the challenge of it.
Just when the lads think they will have to go hungry, they're in luck. It's Commissary Day in Tent City.
Happy days!
This is the one chance each week for inmates to buy essential items from the prison shop, such as stamps, snacks, even hemorrhoid cream. Through their hard work on the chain gang, the lads have earned some spending money. And all of it has gone on junk food.
Commissary Day is no different than a day on the New York Stock Exchange. Debts are paid, and if debts aren't paid, then there's collectors. Just like they have bill collectors on the outside, we have bill collectors on the inside.
The highest incidents of violence in Tent City occur on Commissary Day.
This is the medium by which this facility is run, is by commissary. Everything is, all debts are paid with commissary. Anything from haircuts.
Haircuts, pay it.
If you want a good haircut, then you're going to pay the right barber with commissary. You can buy cigarettes.
Between me and you, I'll swap for a fucking tortilla and pack of Rolos for a smoke.
We don't have none of them here. If it's on the yard, you can buy it. It can be had.
James Daly has requested permission to make a phone call to check up on his girlfriend.
Yeah.
But Sergeant Irby isn't convinced James is ready for the responsibility of fatherhood and decides to test his commitment with a tough decision.
I'm only offer it to you one time. If you want to call your lady today, you have to give up all your commissary today. You can't get commissary, or you can call home, or you can wait another time and give up your next commissary. Okay, you want commissary today, you don't want to call. Okay. Now you remember, I offered it to you. All right. Thank you very much. All right. What we wanted to see was his commitment to the baby. He had the opportunity and he gave it up.
10 minutes later, James has had a chance to think and wants to strike a deal with Sergeant Irby.
How about you leave your boots with me and I'll give them a good shine for you. And you let me make my phone call as well as keep my condensary.
That's a very good suggestion. But I'm going to go one step further. I wanted to see how much it mattered to you to call home, check on that baby. And you've made it obvious that it matters. My boots are the way they are because I clean them. So I'll go ahead and continue to clean them. If you keep your head straight, I'll let you make the phone call.
James is taken inside to make his call home. He's minutes away from finding out whether he's a new dad.
She knew what I was like before. She knew that I liked my drink and my going out. When I go back home, I'm just going to prove it different. Do you know what I mean? I'm out now to be a proper dad, to settle down, and do you know what I mean? To care for my son, and do you know what I mean? And make sure he gets everything in life that I never got. Drinking. Let's see.
Hello?
Hello? You right?
Hello?
Hello?
Who's that?
It's me, James, right? How are you? Have you had it yet?
No.
No? Oh. Yeah, so, but I've been thinking about it. Who's that? Who's making you laugh? Huh?
Carry on.
So, who was that anyway? What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Is that it? Alright, well I'm gonna go because he looks like he's got someone in the background, so I won't bother you. Alright. Okay? Alright, bye. Bye.
James is furious to hear his girlfriend with someone else, but he's powerless to do anything about it.
Fucking had some geezer in the back row, man. I'm gonna fucking punch her head and get home. So she was giggling and that. Seriously, I was like, yeah, laughing. I said, what are you laughing at? And she went, oh, nothing. I went, no, come on, what are you laughing at? And then I heard some geezer and that in the background. I was like, oh, that geezer is knocking the back end out of my missus, like, there.
James isn't alone in his frustrations. Relationships are put under severe strain in jail. Broken families are often the hidden casualty of incarceration.
Lost a lot of time with my children, a lot of time away from my family. I've had some family members die, and I haven't been able to be there for them.
My daughter was just born August 27th. I've been in jail the whole time.
My $220,000 home is gone. My wife divorced me in here. I'm gonna turn 30 years old and I don't got nothing anymore. I lost it all just because of how dumb I am.
James Force!
James Forsyth has been summoned. There's a problem with his commissary order. And unfortunately for him, Sergeant Irby is no longer in a forgiving mood.
Okay, James, we have a problem here. You were given $16 and you ordered $16.40. What I'm going to do now is teach you a lesson for not paying attention, okay?
Right.
See that yellow bucket over there?
Yes, sir.
It has water in it. See those towels right there?
Yes, sir.
There's some blue gloves right there.
I'm going to clean toilets, aren't I?
You're going to clean the inside of the J. Johns, and that's for around the toilet.
They make you clean, they make you pick up things that you don't want to pick up, make you wash the porta johns. That's really disgusting.
Oh, man.
Everyone's had a good shit in at least one of these, so it's just it's nice to bond with the lads, you know. Feel close to the lads. It's fucking shit,
Clean around that toilet, she's real good.
Next time, the special response team raid the British tent, looking for illegal contraband, wherever it may be hidden.
Strip down naked, like separate our fucking balls from our cock and then split our arse open.